Number two, let's talk about your entanglement with Keith Freeman. Let's open the door.
You see that? Let's talk about your this is trying to get sued by some more people. This why she definitely need to have her own lawyer. Okay? This why right here. Talking about some entanglement. Like this government. Okay? Why is you in here talking about some Jada Pinkett type entanglement? Okay? That's not it. Yo, it's your girl J9 Eve. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, share the video, get into the comments. Let me know what you think about this, okay? First, let me explain my hair, okay? I washed it, I twisted it, I colored it, and the shrinkage is real. I did not cut it. It's still there, okay? I accidentally dyed my fingernails, so I went ahead and painted them black. What else could I do? And that's that on that. That's the update, okay? So, Tiffany had some allegations, okay, for Trustee Carlisle, right? The one that's always giving her the business in here. You know, this one right here. Tiffany has some accusations to throw about her. She's feeling some type of way. So she tries to just, sneakily throw in an accusation without giving any kind of actual context. She just throws it out there hoping that it'll stick like some shit on the wall. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to listen to this, okay? And then try to figure out if she can be sued by Carmen for this. I can't help but wonder.
Is there a motion to conduct a forensic audit / investigation of Keith Freeman's credit card and Carmen Carlisle use of said card?
Okay, so apparently Freeman, back when he was in Tiffany's good graces, had a credit card. There were times when Carmen would use that card for stuff, I guess. And so this is what she's talking about. So Tiffany's trying to be petty right now, okay, and trying to divert some attention off onto her. So let's see.
Is there a motion?
Motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there a motion second? Any discussion?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
So I want to say, unlike Supervisor Henyard, I am happy to talk about any investigation. I welcome any investigation about any expenditure in Thornton Township's finances. I have no problem with sitting down and talking to an investigator about any of the purchases I made on behalf of Thornton Township for Supervisor Henyard and the multiple trips I booked for her, the expensive the hotel suites, the first class flights, the expensive dinners, the different amenities that she received that were provided to her on behalf of Thornton Township residents. And yes, as she stated, I was her assistant, so I was on many of those trips. I was told by her to make sure she had 2 trips booked a month, nothing under 3 or 4 days. And I think that anybody who wants to know, any investigator who asks any questions should have any information about any trip, including but not limited to the shirts, the paraphernalia and flyers, and the promotional items that have been paid for with her face and her image on it by Thornton Township. Details about her trip.
Oh, yeah, I'd be interested. Oh, Carmen, I want to know about that. I be talking about that all the time. How she be putting her face and her name on every fucking thing. How these things are getting paid for. What kind of sneaky shit does she say as she tells you to go get her that? Have you recorded any of these? Because that'd be great. That would be the bee's fucking knees. Diddy got a lot of bad habits, but that's one habit that I can appreciate, that he used to tape everything. No, it didn't work well for him, but it did work. It's going to work great for the prosecution, okay? Which would be like us.
Transportation, the travel plans, information about her security that she demanded to go with her everywhere she went. I welcome any investigation into any expenditure involving Tiffany Henyard and Keith Freeman's credit card. And I'm sure that Keith Freeman will also be happy to answer any questions about this too, because again, we're open to being honest and transparent about anything that we've done for Thornton Township. And not to mention that Tiffany Henyard wasn't the only person that benefited, but Mr. Woods was there and many other people was there.
Oh, Mr. Woods, for y'all who don't know who Mr. Woods is, Mr. Woods is Tiffany's boo thing. Tiffany's boo thing was there, of course. So, of course, they're paying for his shit, too. You think he's eating and paying for his own food when ain't nobody else doing that? No, I'm sure the town paid for his dinner as well. Oh, come on, what's that? Oh, she done turned her head now. Now you looking over there now. Tiffany in this orange wig, she be killing me She be killing me with that.
There at those trips though, and I'd be happy to discuss any of this about to anybody. And again, I think since we're talking about it, Lori Lightfoot did such a great job in Dalton. I would welcome her to kind of do the same thing here at Thornton Township. So yes, I would like to have an investigation. I'll sit down and answer any question about any trip I booked on behalf of Supervisor Henyard as her assistant. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so look, Tiffany, remember this now. Carmen only said all of that. She only just said all that right now because Tiffany said she wants to vote to do an audit on Freeman's credit card that apparently Carmen had been used, like, well, basically she had used, basically for Tiffany though, but she used it. So Tiffany's trying to now use that against her. Okay, that's because that's how Tiffany worked. But Tiffany said it. So her response is, hey, I welcome an audit. Yes, please do that. So Tiffany should be like, great, that's great, because I really want that to be done. But no, Tiffany's mad because she's okay with having it done, but she's okay with an audit. Now look at this.
So let me make sure that I got this correct.
Yeah.
You was not my assistant here at Thornton Township. So why are you using Thornton Township credit card? So that's number one. Number two, let's talk about your entanglement with Keith Freeman. Let's open the door.
You see that? Let's talk about your this bitch is trying to get sued by some more people. This why she definitely need to have her own lawyer. Okay? This why right here. Talking about some entanglement. This is like local government. It's still it's local, but it's still government, bitch. Like, this government. Okay? Why is you in here talking about some Jada Pinkett type entanglement? Okay? That's not it. That ain't the place for that. But she gonna try to just throw that out there and then just be done with it. She's insinuated something like this before. She said something like this before. She said it like that Carmen has some type of obsession or a crush on Freeman. She didn't say that they were smashing. Now she's trying to insinuate that they were smashing. Which one? Does she just want him and he don't want her, or were they smashing? Like, which one is it, bitch? This is how I know you fucking lying. This is how I know you just making up shit. Okay? The reason she feels some type of way, she don't like that, like, she has a crush. If anybody has a crush on fucking Freeman, it would have been Tiffany. That's why she's so butthurt that he done turned on her. She's butthurt. I don't know what that term really means, but I know what I mean when I say it. Okay? And Tiffany is butthurt. Okay? That Freeman didn't want her. Okay? Or that just the idea of someone else smiling in his face. Like I've said before, Tiffany likes to be the only girl in the room. She don't like women. Okay? She don't like to be around other women. She sees them as competition. That ain't her cup of tea. So she didn't like that. So she's like, she just want him.
So everyone knows what's going on here at Thornton Township.
And now watch how she don't elaborate though. She says, let's open up all of it. Let's talk about this entanglement. And then she says, yeah, let's open it up for everybody. So you would think she's going to give some information that leads her to think this. So let's see if that happens. I'm guessing no, but we'll see.
If we gonna tell it, we gonna tell the truth. If we gonna tell it, we want you to tell it and shame it down. Because at the end of the day, all these lies and all these things, people like to backpedal, right? And say that people said this and people did that, and that's fine. I'm used to it. You at the top, so when you at the top, you get all these bugs.
Okay, so she's not going to say anything about it. So she just threw that out there. She just threw the shit at the wall to see if it would stick. Okay, if there was corn and if it would stay on the wall. Was it green or was it brown? Did it smear? Did it run? Okay, did it just stick solid? She just threw that shit at the wall, and now she's gonna get a lawsuit behind it. You can't say shit like that. You can't insinuate that your colleagues are smashing. Like, you can't just throw that out there into the universe. You can't do that. Tiffany, you can't do that. That probably would be like a form of sexual harassment or something. I think that's a form of that. Like, you can't insinuate some shit like that. You just can't. You're gonna get sued now. So now Carmen gonna get some money.
Looking for crumbs, attacking you every time. And it's sad because she went on the trip, Keith Freeman went on the trip, and everybody want to attack people, but what did y'all do on the trip? Please, inquire your minds want to know. Please.
See, look, what did y'all do on the trip? Inquiring minds want to know. If you don't know, bitch, why the fuck did you just say it? You just said that, like, it's like, oh my God, you went on the trip. And like Tiffany went on the trip. And Keith Freeman went on the trip. What happened between those two? Inquiring minds want to know. You see, it's clear what that sounds like I'm saying. I could say that about Tiffany and this yellow jelly bean right here. Like this, this thing right here. I could say the same thing about him. I could say, look, Tiffany and this guy right here, man, I don't know. They both be leaving this building together. You notice that they leave the building together, Tiffany and this guy right here, this sack of potatoes like this. Tiffany and this sack of potatoes be leaving this building together like all the time. I don't know. It looks suspicious. I wonder what they'd be doing back there when they leave. Like, what do they do when they get in the car? I don't know. It seems like the car be moving. See how you could just say shit like that? And it clearly sounds like what it sounds like. Now, Tiffany, I just accused you. I just made an accusation that you is this giant Teletubby is got something going on. I just threw it out there like nothing. I just did that thing that you just did. You can't just say stuff like that. You can't. You're not allowed to do that. That is sexual harassment, okay? And you're not allowed to do it. And that is the example that I gave, okay?
So all I'm saying to everybody is stop trying to make it like it's something bad. And I just want to clear it up for those that don't understand. We have a budget for travel. I've said this several times. Y'all can keep on putting in the cameras on the news. Everyone travels. We even for other towns just to show you that every single person travels in their communities. And when you go, you should learn something, because at the end of the day, you have to educate yourself on how to run government and what to do as it relates to government. And it's said that people have to take it and twist it for bad because people frown because they didn't go on the trip or they got an attitude about it or whatever the reason may be. But at the end of the day, it is a budget for travel. So people need to stop trying to make it like it's something someone did wrong, because that's not the case. So now we're going to...
excuse me, I have something to say.
You just said,
and I'm going to say something else. We're still discussing. She'll hear what I got to say because it's the truth. After Chris, I would like to be recognized.
Tiffany, oh, how hard it must be for you. This is the hardest working woman in show business. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you can't have a regular conversation. You can't talk without attitude. Is there a time when Tiffany talks and there's not attitude? The only time she talks and it's not attitude is when she's talking, when she's saying how great she is. That's it. Everything else that she says outside of that is she's saying with like this weird snarky attitude. All right, now I want to see what Carmen's responsible to this thing that Tiffany just said. That accusation she threw out was.
Yeah, I would like to say something. The initial agenda, that was funny. I know this is put on the agenda because of our closed session items. So when we got the original agenda, this wasn't on there. But when she saw what we put for closed session, she added this, which again, I'm open to any investigation about anything I did as her assistant. But as her assistant, one thing she always said to everybody who worked for her, and there's a bunch of people that can attest to you, when you work for Tiffany, you work for her brand. You don't work for an entity. That's what she always told us. So I was demanded to work 7 days a week, almost 18 to 20 hours a day. And I'll get a chance to talk about that. That's not the time or place, but for her to sit here and say that, I wasn't her assistant and why was I spending money on behalf? Excuse me.
Yeah, see that? Now her little minions in the back don't want her saying all of this. Oh, but y'all was fine when Tiffany just threw out that fucking accusation about this girl. Oh, y'all was cool with that. Oh, that was fine. Oh my God, it's the Tiffany minions for me. Okay, it's time for start figuring out who they are. It's time for some accountability. I feel like it's time for some accountability. You know what I'm saying? I mean, let me know if is that just me?
I don't like that to be around people. Who are you? But again, as you want me to shut up, come shut me up. Y'all got security. Can you please do something about her? Stop. Security.
So now these people are yelling in the back, and Tiffany is talking about trustee, trying to get. Oh, you want trustee to be quiet. You want when Tiffany gets locked up, I'm gonna celebrate. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna celebrate. Okay? I'm gonna celebrate. I'm a relish in those moments, in that time. I am. Okay? And I'm gonna make fun of her out loud, her misery. I am. I'm gonna roll around in it. Okay, like a pig in shit. That's what I'm gonna do. All right? This I promise you.
Security, call your people into order, supervisor. Tiffany Henyard, call your people into order. No, you stop, have her stop. No, again, we're still in discussion. Right, you don't want the truth to come out, that's why.
And look at that. This security guy standing right next, sitting right, well, sitting, because this is the one that walks like this. So he ain't standing, he's sitting, okay? But he's sitting right next to this woman while she yells. Ain't that funny? Why's he not security? Hey, security guy, why are you not trying to get her to get the fuck out? The door's right there. Or you can, or you can't do none of that. But if they in there start yelling, talking shit about Tiffany, oh, now it's a problem. And y'all need to be approaching people, to remove them. Ain't that some shit? Look at this. Look at this. Yeah. All of y'all they all need to they all need to catch them fucking charges.
Because you know what the truth is.
Stop.
Right, no, you stop. I'm in discussion. You don't want to know the truth. That you're a very evil person, and guess what? You will be exposed. What's done in the dark comes to light. Remember that. Remember that.
Supervisor Henyard.
Hi.
Trustee Carlisle.
I'm sorry, what are we voting on? Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez.
Yes.
All right, moving on. Next, is there a motion to conduct a forensic?
So they wouldn't even let her finish her statement. They wouldn't even let her defend herself after Tiffany just fucking lied on her. Oh, that was too much to ask to allow her to defend her fucking self. People suck. I'm sorry, but there's a reason why I don't like to go outside. And this is the reason why, okay? Humans. It's the fact that humans like this exist for me. It's that part. It's that part that makes me very happy to hide away from them. Just period in general, okay? That's why. That's for why, okay? I just wanted to share that. I thought it was terrible and horrible. Tiffany sucks. I'm sorry, girl. I'm sorry that you had to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? This is Tiffany Henyard. But don't worry. Just like Diddy's victims, you too will have your day of reckoning. And this Tiffany will be behind bars and you'll be doing an interview talking about, y'all behave. Okay? So I'm not going to do it. No, absolutely not. Okay? Not even going to try that. That don't even sound fun. But mama love you. Yes, she do. Ooh. Peace.